The true story of that time in Louisville when it got overrun by zombies and then nuked, creating even more zombies. This is Return of the Living Dead on Stinker Madness.
What's that smell?
I don't know about you, but I'm thirsty as fuck. Thirsty as fuck.
Hey, look at these!
Thrill me.
If you come back in here, I'm gonna hit you with so many rights, you're gonna beg for a left.
Thrill me.
Beg for a left.
Thrill me.
Hey, look at these!
No one! Hangers!
It stinks.
Hangers!
Get to the chopper! Stinker Madness.
Hello and welcome to Stinker Madness. This is a podcast where three friends talk about a shitty movie and then
You listen to it.
You listen to it and then say, hey, I listened to a podcast where three friends talked about a shitty movie and you like it.
Mm-hmm.
So otherwise we will find you and hurt your feelings.
No, I don't think we're going to do that either.
What if we just hurt their feelings without doing that?
I'm just going to go get a sandwich either way.
Fair enough. I'm your host, Justin. With me, as always, in the studio are my good friend Sam and my darling wife, Jackie. Hello to you guys.
Hello. Just in case the listeners haven't put it together yet, I am forced to be on this show.
You're a prisoner.
I'm a prisoner of this show.
Or is it like Stockholm Syndrome? Are you getting Stockholm, like you end up starting to kind of like it a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like after this many years, it's like, well, I don't have a choice. I better just start finding the silver lining.
Yeah, it's like it's a subgenre of those erotic thrillers. Like there's the prisoner of desire. You're a prisoner of bad comedy.
Right.
Shit movies.
Yep.
Speaking of shit, we have a very special guest in the studio. With us is comedian Ronnie Pascal. Hello to you, Ronnie.
Hello to you also. I love being introduced as reminded by shit. My favorite thing ever.
Some people listening at home might be like, wow, what a dick thing to say to somebody. Shit makes them think of Ronnie? Well, there's a reason for that. And Ronnie, you're here to talk about shit.
Actual
That's all I talk
poop.
about.
You do a podcast that's kind of a unique and crazy idea. Why don't you tell us about what you're doing?
Thank you. Yeah, I started a podcast about a month ago. It's called Shit Show: the Poopcast. You have to say the colon. It's not silent. And the podcast is my friends who are comedians come on and they tell stories about the last time that they shit their pants in public.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah. It's been a very fun ride so far.
So it's true stories about shitting your pants told?
Ideally, true stories. I don't want embellished stories. I want the real truth behind the stories.
The science of pooping your pants.
The science. Yeah, I've done a lot of research on the science of pooping your pants because of this. Oh, man.
Hands-on experience.
There's like
Oh, yeah.
bar graphs, pie charts, just like size of the pants in proportion to the size of the poo.
What chemicals cause what?
Right. You got to get...
I want to know what happens if you shit your pants and you're wearing skinny jeans.
Oh, no. I haven't gone that far yet.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Well, I'm going to be looking forward to that podcast.
So...
The skinny jeans incident.
We could give you lots of coffee, make you walk around in skinny jeans, and then you could come on the podcast.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Life goals. What are you doing next week? Shitting my pants so I can get on a podcast?
Shit my pants for the attention.
Now, I listened to the first episode of Shit Show: the Poopcast, and I laughed my ass off. I was on an airplane, and children were looking at me while I was giggling out loud to myself. And then, like, there was that awkward moment where you're laughing at somebody talking about having dookie in their pants, and a baby's looking at you who has dookie in their pants. Mm-hmm. So it was it was very metaphysical for me to listen to Shit Show: the podcast.
It was an existential experience.
Yes, indeed. It was hilarious.
That's what I'm aiming for. Existential poopy stories.
Yeah, don't aim the shit show at anything other than
pants.
Other than pants
and toilet.
Yeah, no, it's a hilarious experiment, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Now you're doing something special in the LA area for comedians. Why don't you tell us about that too?
Sure. About a month ago, I moved here from to Long Beach from New York City, and I was bored by not teaching improv, which sounds like an oxymoron. And I started a company called Laugh, Laff, and I'm teaching improv classes to non-performers because I grew up very shy and like improv helped me break out of that. So I've been doing that for a couple weeks now, and it's totally free of charge. So far, it's been just run off on what's the word I'm looking for? Donation money. It's been run off donation money from good friends from New York and Los Angeles.
Awesome. And so you do that in LA or like what part of LA?
So far, I've done it in Long Beach on the beach. So it's been
cool.
improv on the beach with beer in the sun.
Yeah. Just watch out for the dirty needles and the homeless people. But
oh yeah.
No.
We actually have invited them, and it's been more fun because of that.
Oh my God, awesome.
Yeah.
When you step on an AIDS needle on Long Beach, you just roll with it.
Yeah,
It's part of the whole show.
Just yes and it.
When the flasher is pressing his penis against your side, just stay in character.
It's part of the comedy.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, it's really good to have you, Ronnie. I'm a big fan, and I've wanted to get you on the show for about 6 months now, so I'm glad we could finally work it out. Before we get going on this movie, I do want to say the people in eastern Texas need our help right now. This hurricane, the damage from Harvey is even worse than Katrina from what I can tell. 8 feet of fucking water in Houston.
Yeah.
Houston, 8 feet of water. If you want to help, please do. Donate anything you can, but if you want to be lazy like most of us, text 90999 and write Harvey in your text, and you will send automatically $10 to the American Red Cross, and they need every cent that they can get, so please do that. Or we will find you and hurt your feelings.
I don't think we will. But I will say these guys got to stop giving these fucking hurricanes the cute names.
Like Harvey?
Yeah, Harvey just doesn't sound very harmful.
It's about a rabbit.
Only I can see.
Don't go up there.
Yeah, no, and then it destroys everything.
Yeah. Yeah, Katrina's kind of cute too.
No, they're not menacing names.
Like Katrina is a girl in a tutu and just you want to pinch her cheeks.
Yeah, Shitstorm 15, whatever.
Shitstorm. Well, it's funny you bring up Shitstorm.
Why not?
Ronnie, why don't you tell us about your podcast? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're teasing me with shit again? Great.
Now, you chose, this is your pick, Ronnie, as our special guest. You chose Return of the Living Dead. And what made you pull the trigger on that?
Well, when I was living in New York, I was living with the producer from Troma Films.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, and he had posters for this all over the house, and I had never watched it, so I thought this was a good excuse to watch it.
Oh, that's great. How long did you live with? Now, you're not. I don't think you're talking about Lloyd Kaufman.
No, not Lloyd.
Okay.
The guy who actually hands-on runs it. His name is Matt Mangiarides, and I lived with him for about 3 years.
Oh man.
And I would like to take this opportunity to say, fuck you, dickbag. I fucking hate zombie movies. They're all gross and I was trying to eat a fucking sandwich, dude. And there was just gooping and then the shit was coming out of their mouths. Like not actual shit, but like just gross pink vomit looking stuff.
Actual calf brains, yes.
It was so
If it
gross.
was shit, they could be on my podcast.
Right.
That's right.
Hey yo. Yeah. How many zombie movies do you think you've seen in your entire life, Jackie?
Like all the good ones.
No, I don't think you have because you hadn't seen this one. But give me a guesstimate. Less than 10.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I wouldn't say you're the authority.
I fucking hate zombies.
Yeah.
I think you hate goop.
Yeah. I don't know if is it zombies or goop.
It's both.
Okay.
Because whatever that Terminator movie we were watching,
Terminator.
it was called like something Terminator, but it was the Mexican dude that was the android, and he got real goopy, and Jackie had to stop watching.
No, that was with Franco Nero, and
Yes.
that was Top Line.
Top Line. What,
Yeah.
Didn't it have like zombie Terminator?
Yes,
was
it had a zombie robot Terminator from space.
but it had a weird alternative title as well.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. Now you watch Game of Thrones, Jackie, and you don't have any problem with the White Walkers, so I think it's just the goop. Army of Darkness, no problems there.
No problems.
Those skeletons are just funny.
Yeah, well,
They're trying to hump ladies.
The funny guy was this. The goopy guy was pretty funny.
Yeah,
No,
he's
he
pretty-
wasn't.
he's
He was
pretty funny.
gross.
He was too goopy.
He was gross.
All
He
right.
looked like he just smeared
Poo.
pudding on himself. It was
Oh,
gross.
pudding! Like we're sidestepping poo now because we have the poo guy on our show.
I know, like I can't say shit anymore because it's just
You
like
could say shit.
Dr. Pooh is here in studio.
Dr. Proctologist.
So proctologist is your last name? Huh. I guess you
Yes,
had no
yes, it
choice.
is. I was born into this life.
Now, Sam, you've done a little bit of research as usual on Return of the Living Dead. What can you tell us about it?
Well, for whatever reason, this isn't like a universally beloved film, despite everyone that sees it pretty much likes it, save Jackie.
Save
told
Jackie.
you, not universally liked.
Yeah, one person doesn't like
Poop
it.
boy.
You're the 8%.
I love it.
This thing in 1985 made $14 million against $4 million, which is pretty good.
It's pretty good. That's high return for essentially a drive-in movie in 1985. I'd say that's good.
Based upon the reviews of the time, the film holds a 91 on Rotten Tomatoes. Very good.
That's super good.
For a comedy horror, it's outstanding.
It's outstanding.
There's no other movies that are like this that have that high high of a critical acclaim. So,
Hey, Justin, are you going to repeat every third word that Sam says?
but it strangely enough, if you talk to anyone on the street, almost nobody's seen this thing. So it's like it should be a cult movie, but it isn't. And then somehow spawned 4 sequels that are also pretty fun. I think the third one might be my favorite.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
Check that one out.
Maybe we'll be revisiting this franchise, Jackie.
We might. It's sort of weird. It's like I watched this one and I'm like, you know what? I think I like the third one the best.
All right.
And then I watched the third one and I'm like, you know, I think I like the first one the best. But I like both of them. So,
You know,
it's fine.
there doesn't have to be a winner, Sam.
It doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah. Now, what about the production of the film? Was there anything interesting as far as how this was made, or?
Well, I already sort of mentioned that Dan O'Bannon had gotten extras to coerce them into eating real calf brains, which is funny in a zombie movie.
Wait, what?
Yes, real calf brains eaten.
The extras.
Yeah, not the actors, the extras. So they're not really even getting paid very much to eat it. And he ate the brains himself in front of them to show them, hey, it's fine.
My God.
It's good stuff.
Huh.
But when you're watching, you don't really see anything that there's not a shot in there that
No.
really justifies him doing that.
No,
which kind of sucks. And this is like, it's a little before the mad cow scare, which is kind of like zombie illness. So that's weird, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
You
that's
know?
a bold choice as a director.
it is. Nobody got mad cow. Everything's fine. And then I guess Linnea Quigley, who, my God, does she ever wear clothes?
This is Linnea Quigley's return to the podcast.
We have done like 5 or 6 do's or don'ts with her, and I can't remember what movie
we
she
did
was in.
Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers with her.
Yes, she was in that, and then there's been
She's
a
great
number of do's and don'ts that we talk about Linnea Quigley. She's a Stinker Madness favorite.
And
because
usually quite nude.
because she never wears clothes.
Right, sure,
It's,
sure.
like, let's bring in Linnea Quigley and not her clothes. So they were doing pretty much full nude with her, and one of the producers decided, oh my God, you can't show pubic hair. Go shave that.
Okay, yeah.
And
But wait, why can't you show pubic hair?
I don't know. It's Japan?
What?
That's the thing, too, as I understand it. Yeah. So then they do, and she comes back out to do her little dancing number where the other producers are people like, oh my God, I can see everything.
So they shaved her beeve, and
Then they realized wow, that's a whole vagina on TV now. We can't show that either. So then they made a little tape-on triangle thing that they put on her crotch.
Oh no!
And she had to go to the bathroom and pull it off, and it was abrasive and nasty. And
That's so stupid. Why can't she just wear her underwear? Like if you fucked it up, we fucked it up.
G-string, I don't know. They
Wear your
went
underwear.
with the naked business. And yeah.
I guess they probably paid her in advance, maybe. Like, oh, we cut the check for you to get naked. We got to have you get naked, but she's not even naked. She's got some dumb thing on. She's got a cod piece.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're Linnea Quigley as well, I mean, you're a scream queen. This is probably the most expensive movie you've ever been in.
Yeah.
You're not turning any of this down.
No.
Even though there's been a problem with Quigley's Down Under. Because It has nothing to do with Tom Selleck's mustache.
Ride still cost a nickel, though.
Oh, a nickel? Yeah. He's charging $10 a ride. Tom Selleck's mustache. That's like the Cadillac of mustaches. You're not going to charge a nickel for that shit.
Jackie, you had something to add?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Not anymore.
But I am willing to pay $10 for that Burt Reynolds mustache ride. Not gonna lie.
I think Burt Reynolds is more like $750. But
Yeah, maybe. Now, Ronnie, I'm assuming you'd seen this movie before this go around, correct?
I have not actually. I
Really?
should have watched it a long time ago. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So initial thoughts? Were you surprised, happy? What was your reaction on this tour?
I was not expecting much, and I liked it a lot. So much so that I watched it twice already.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. I was like, I gotta get into this. I wrote down all the quotes that I liked because I was so into it. I was just like, yeah, these are going into my vernacular now.
I just want some brains.
yeah, that's a
I
good
just
too.
want some
Because
brains.
one of our later ons will be to keep an eye out for was the favorite line.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Um,
Oh, I got that written down.
yeah, this is kind of a weird, like it's very 80s.
It is.
Very 80s movie.
And the director, Dan O'Bannon, had basically been known as a good hand in special effects.
Mhm.
He had written, I think, Alien before now, and then he sort of gets his chance with this one. And after this, he writes a bunch of movies.
Mm-hmm. He wrote Total Recall.
Yeah. And if you really look at what he writes for special effects. And he excels at it.
Right.
But the writing in this is fantastic.
And goop, because apparently Aliens is quite goopy.
And comedy, because this is pretty funny, I think. I think he does a fine job writing this.
But yeah, it's like that weird horror comedy clash, but like being almost iconically 80s. Like there's so much 80s crammed into it. The music,
Yes.
Very synth heavy. The clothes and costumes, and like just a rambling band of diverse band of punk ne'er-do-wells, but sort of like a couple of them look like they could get probably pretty good grades.
Maybe.
It's just, yeah, I love this movie thematically, because it's just so nostalgia based for me, but it's a weird one.
Yeah, and it's very self-aware also.
Oh, completely.
Talking about, we got to, later on we'll talk about, you got to get in the head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, breaking many rules of the zombie genre.
It set up its own rules, which is another odd piece of this sort of like where Russo and Romero split from Night of the Living Dead, and this becomes the second. They wanted both of these series to be canon. And so they play by their own rules, but they're still zombie movies.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, even though none of the production team makes it out of this one into the 4 sequels, they all sort of still play by these rules that this one sets up. So it's kind of fun.
All right. Well, do we have any further to add before we dive into this thing?
Her beef thing almost came off.
Her beef thing almost came off. Jackie almost got some Linnea Quigley
That
down
was
under.
my favorite part of the movie.
the idea of flashing beef. All right.
Yeah.
So this is a true story.
That's what it says.
This really happened.
Yep.
I had no idea.
It says that, but it actually almost happened, or like really happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very confused by that. I thought that was just a bit.
It's a weird statement to make at the start of a zombie movie.
Yeah.
Like, we're not even futzing around with this one. It totally happened.
This is the sort of Alex Jones.
Yeah. You're going to hear about it on InfoWars. And
He's like, Louisville doesn't exist. It blew up. I saw the movie. Ma!
And it's Freddy's first day at his job at the warehouse, which this warehouse appears to only store things of grody content.
Seems to be an educational science, like biology. They sell cadavers. And
Dude, it's called You Need a Medical Supply.
there you go.
Yeah, well, then why do they have toxic waste too? It's just whatever you want that's
Well,
not
that
good.
was a shipment that they got accidentally.
Yeah, okay.
And then instead of returning it like good Samaritans, they were like, fuck it, we're just going to keep these
it.
things.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it seems like it's Bert that's the head of the
Bert's
show.
the owner,
right?
correct?
Yeah, Bert seems to be running a pretty loose ship.
Yeah, I think so.
He's got nudie pictures on the caustic soda machine.
Uh-huh.
Why does he have a caustic soda machine?
He loves the podcast and our good friend Joe Fulgham.
He had a future machine.
Yeah.
That's a really obscure joke, a caustic soda machine. I couldn't get over that.
My favorite was the eye test thing that was on the wall that says Bert is a son of a bitch, is a cheap ass son of a bitch, or whatever it said.
Yeah, it's an eye chart to diss their boss. And they've got skeletons in there as well that they've gotten from India because all with perfect chompers.
So not all of them. There's a PT for perfect teeth designation, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, this is what he's telling. Like, really what's happening here is you've got, what is this guy's name? It's
Frank.
James Caron's the actor.
Oh, yeah, Frank.
Frank is giving
Freddie
the tour on his first day. And so he's learning how to do his job, which is apparently just shipping this crap out after it shows up. They're just warehousers of obscure shit.
Right.
And during this tutorial, we learn that not only is this a pretty easy job, but if you're the new guy, you just let. What is his name again?
Oh my God!
There's Bert and there's
Frank?
Frank,
And fucking Freddie.
Frank. Oh Jesus!
It's not that hard.
Yeah, I know, but if you work there, you just let Frank do the comedy.
Yes, indeed.
Well, he tells him, don't mess around, son. This is your first day or
First
something
day.
like that.
Yeah, the comedy doesn't come until 3 months. You get medical and dental. 6 months we do retirement. You can start telling jokes at a year.
Yeah, you're for jokes, buddy. I absolutely love Frank.
Oh, they're both great.
They're both fucking great. And Frank, what's the actor's name that plays
James
Frank?
Caron.
Was he ever in anything else?
Poltergeist, very most notably.
Yeah,
He's in a lot of stuff.
Right.
He's a character actor. But
yeah.
he is most notable for the original Poltergeist, I believe.
He is just so over the top in this film with everything that he does. Like, there's a scene where he tells Freddie about the Night of the Living Dead.
Sure.
And that movie was a true story. And even when he's just being, creepy and subtle, it is still not subtle. It's very over the top. And then things just go downhill from there. But it's almost like James Carrey was in this film with him because he's outlandish.
Yeah.
The only thing that would have made that scene any better was if they would have turned off the lights and then put a flashlight underneath Frank's face.
Yeah. It's sort of a heartbreaker because up until the point where they go downstairs, you're like, wow, this movie could be called First Day at the Best Job Ever.
Yeah, with my best friend.
With the greatest dude. Oh, no. Oh, no. Frank's a fucking asshole and an idiot. Oh, shit. And I'm a doofus, too. I've got a rat tail.
Oh, yeah, Freddy's got a rat tail.
Yeah.
My God.
Don't lie, you both had them.
I didn't. I never had that.
I bet Pascali had one too.
Pascali?
I had one. I actually did. I'm not kidding.
Oh, no.
I was sleeping one day and my grandmother cut it off, and it was one of the most traumatic days of my life.
How old were you?
I was like 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7's a rat tail's allowable.
Yeah.
Freddy's a full-grown ass man.
Oh, I meant to say 17.
Yeah.
It was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, I had the flat top and the party in the back with the sleeveless baseball shirt for, till I was probably 15.
I had the doofus.
Yeah.
Whatever the doofus is, I wore it.
Yeah.
Yep. All my hair was dumb.
What is the doofus?
It's what was my hair. That's just what it was. I can't even describe how stupid my hair
You
was.
can sort of describe it as like whatever your mom wants to do to your head
Uh-huh.
that she thinks is going to look great.
You're going to look great in school pictures.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Mom. You don't know shit.
To this day, my mom still wants to cut my hair. She's like, hey, I'm going to give you the Adam Levine haircut. And I'm like, hey, Mom, I'm 240 pounds. I'm never going to look like Adam Levine, even if my hair is stupid, right?
Oh, I thought you said Avril Lavigne.
No, he does that quite well.
Yeah, Avril, I mean, sure. That's the downstairs cut. It's the, Levine down under.
So dumb. Okay, so they've got a cadaver in the freezer as well. We should mention, and he's kind of checking him out, like, "Whoa, never seen a dead guy before." Outside, there's some 80s punks, as I previously mentioned, just out looking to party. These are party punks.
It seems like they want Louisville to be this small town where it's like you have to have this diverse young kid group. But it's a really big town.
It's a huge town.
Yeah, no, it's not like backwater Indiana or something, right?
Yeah, you've got your straight punks, guys with bits in their face, chains strapped from their ears to their nose, and mohawks, and all leather, and bright dyed hair, and like face makeup on ladies, but then you've got like this daddy's girl school straight A student there, and then you've got a businessman.
I don't know
Where
what
did he come from?
Yeah, the kid in the tie, but his pants were about 4 inches too short too. There's like whole ankles were showing. He was a weird guy.
And it appears that nobody likes him.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see him in that beginning shot. I don't remember him being in that beginning shot when we first see the group.
He was there.
Was he?
Yeah, he's just a strange. Maybe he was. Maybe you're right. Maybe he just like, well, I got nothing else going on. I'm just gonna follow these people like a stalker.
Or because the dude in the leather isn't in the first shot either. He's the guy that drives.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually friends, maybe.
Or his accountant.
His name is Garbage, right? So perfect name.
Yeah. And Trash. Trash is the lady.
Trash.
Linnea Quigley.
Oh no, his name is Suicide. Excuse me.
Okay.
Boy.
That's. Ugh. So they're out just wandering around looking to cause a ruckus, and Freddie's girlfriend is the schoolgirl, and she's like, well, we could go party with Freddie. He always knows where the shows and the things that going around Louisville are.
Yep. He's into the haps.
Dude, he's a fucking dipshit. He doesn't know where anything is.
Freddie doesn't know where his shoes are.
You know what he does know? That on Fridays his dad gets paid and puts new beers in the fridge in the garage. And that's where they're going.
I don't think Freddie has time for beers. He's going straight to that rubber cement, Jackie.
Yeah, why not?
He's a glue sniffer. And a hell of a guy. So their plan is to go wait for him to get off work because he's still on his first day. And meanwhile, he's learning about the backstory of the Night of the Living Dead and that it was a chemical experiment gone wrong. Is that right?
It's some acronym P38X, and according to Frank, they're going to put it on the weed or something, and then he trails off because it's just too strange of a conspiracy theory to stay on, and he's like, you know what, let's just go downstairs and check it out.
Yeah, we got him. We got the corpses downstairs.
Downstairs, fuck it.
Wait, I'm sorry. You're just sitting on them? Yeah, wouldn't you?
What?
No, I would call the fucking army, dude. It's the army. They're gonna send ninjas in and like kill you and then take the corpses anyways because you're a bad person, Frank.
I think Frank's a bad person.
Well, he's an idiot.
I think he's an idiot.
Okay, right, fair enough. Well, the army doesn't care.
No.
They got those ninjas.
They don't.
I think they do.
Okay.
I've seen them.
Difference of opinion.
It's fact. I saw it on Alex Jones.
Oh, that's
Talked about
okay.
the Louisville
in that case, yeah,
explosion.
the ninjas that actually exploded Louisville. Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. It's a
Ninja
lie.
bombs.
Why not?
So he takes Freddie downstairs, shows him the crate or the toxic waste tube. What are they? Barrels, I guess.
Sure.
And he's like, "Are you sure these are safe? These are pretty grody in there." Oh, it's totally safe. And slaps the side of the canister and gas sprays into their faces.
Hot.
Hot.
That's all I got to say about that.
Well, they do kind of land on each other.
Yeah. Ooh.
Whoa.
Ooh,
Not in the workplace, boys.
it's in my eyes.
I thought there was a different scene in this movie that's hot, but apparently I was wrong.
Oh, that was the one that got me.
So they're knocked out, and the punks are sitting outside and like, what the fuck, dude? What's taking so long? Well, we need to kill some time. Let's go into the cemetery conveniently across the street from Freddie's workplace. And Jackie, what's the cemetery called again?
Oh, Resurrection Cemetery.
Yeah,
Resurrection.
Nice foreshadowing, guys.
Like there's a district in Louisville called Resurrection.
Are you making that up?
No, it's what this movie tries to do, I think.
Yeah. I thought it was just being cute.
It is. There's not actually really a place in Louisville called Resurrection. Because it doesn't exist. They blew it up.
Oh, yeah, right. Gone from the map. So they go into the cemetery, and I guess you just hang out and bring in road flares?
Yeah.
Want to party in a cemetery?
When you're going to party, fuck beer, road flares.
Now, let's travel back in time. Let's have our own brain experiment for a moment and think of ourselves. No, we're all very similar aged. If we traveled back in time to 1985 and we were, say, 17, 18, 19, whatever the age of these people do, and we don't have beer and we have road flares and we go into cemetery with a boombox, are any of us, do we think we're going to have a good time?
No, I'm not going.
No, not at all.
There's nothing to do.
Nope.
I would make it fun.
Oh, yeah?
Whoa.
What are you going to do in a cemetery, Jackie?
Burning people with those road flares.
Oh, God.
Burning people.
People?
People you're with. You just be like, oh no, we got a little close to you and now your clothes are on fire. And then you would push them down and then you'd be like, stop, drop, and roll, buddy.
Road flares are like 4,000 degrees.
Yeah, you realize you're sitting in a room of friends right now and you're saying that you would like to light your friends on fire.
Sign me up.
Sign me off.
Huh.
Ronnie, do you have room in Long Beach for a new person to just get shipped down to you and you can deal with it?
Right now I'm sleeping on a couch at my friend's house.
All
so
right.
if you want to snuggle, then yes.
Sure.
Do you have any road flares and a boom box? Like, we need to
We
make
have
this
a
party
whole
fun.
kitchen cabinet filled.
Yes.
Who doesn't? No, I think
Long Beach way.
I think partying in a cemetery is gonna suck. So what do we do now? I don't know. Why did we come here?
Why did we come? It doesn't really matter. I mean, if
Because they had
beer,
2
it'd be
hours
fun.
until
Freddie.
Freddie.
Yeah.
My piece of paper fell on the floor.
I don't know why you guys can't get it. Freddie and Frank.
Freddie.
Yeah. They have 2 hours until Freddie's supposed to get off work.
Yeah, but go to the library.
He doesn't have any fucking gas.
Call an Uber.
They don't have Uber.
They don't have money.
Take the chopper.
These people are robbing people, Justin, just to eat at McDonald's.
What?
Won't you help? And then, and then the sad music starts up, and they're like, these punk-ass kids.
And then it shows one running across the screen lit on fire.
Sally Struthers shows up eating a chicken wing and asks for your money.
These poor children have a friend who lights their ass on fire with a road flare because she's a total dick. Won't you help? That's an odd tangent we just got on. But anyways, so Frank and Freddie, they wake up down in the basement. They've been gassed and they're passed out and they're coughing and hacking and puking and not doing real great. And they hear a dog whimper. And they're like, what the fuck? Dog whimper? What's going on around here? And things are really starting to get ratcheted up by Frank's acting here.
Oh, yeah.
And they find on the floor one of the college dog cutaways, which I guess are a thing, like for biology class or something.
But they're not real usually. This is really just like a dog that's been cut in half perfectly.
Yeah. And it's been zombified.
Yep, it's alive. Sort of.
It seems friendly though. Why isn't this zombie like? Why isn't it like bark, bark, brains, brains?
Its feet are nailed down.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm friendly. Unnail my feet.
oh, it's a ruse. Is what you're saying.
It's an elaborate, which Frank does. He sees right through it.
Yeah, right.
Fucking
this
smashes the shit out of it with a crutch. Available weapon, Frank. Guy's a zombie
Frank's
killing
like,
machine.
Not again. I will never have that happen again.
Not since the incident. The cadaver is awake now, too, that's locked in the freezer. And it's bashing against the wall, and Frank is just losing his fucking shit. And they're like, what do we do? What do we do? Well, they decide to call Bert, of course, the boss. I think it's time things are out of hand. We got to call in the boss.
This is when you realize these two are really idiots. Because they've reanimated the dead.
Correct.
There's a number on the side of the barrel that says, if you reanimate the dead, call this number. And they're like, well, we should call the boss first.
We're afraid of army ninjas.
Yeah, well, let's call Bert.
Yeah, he'll know what to do.
Yeah, Bert's like, did you call the number on the side of the barrel? No. God, you guys are idiots. I'm on my way down there.
I can read. In the cemetery, Trash has decided she wants to up this party's game. And so I guess since there's nothing to do other than light your friends on fire, you just take off all your clothes and then dance on top of a cemetery grave tombstone thing.
Yep. Why not?
Yep.
No respect for this
While having a monologue about her biggest fear, which is the best thing ever. Like, I'm afraid of getting eaten by dead old guys.
But I don't think she's very afraid of it right here because it makes her hot and bothered.
Yep.
Yeah, she gets turned on by it, I think.
Totally.
Yeah.
Is this a fetish anybody actually would have? I don't know.
I don't think so.
People are into some pretty weird shit.
They are.
They sit in cakes, you know?
With sitting in cakes
I'm
and
not
being...
here to judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
If your thing's getting eaten by old men, well...
Diaper full of baked beans. Why not?
Yeah, you know, who's to judge? What is normal, right?
Yeah. Boring. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Boring.
Now, I don't think you should try this. Like, if this is your thing, like, pay a bunch of guys to eat you.
No.
Don't do that. But
No.
if you want to, you know, rub one out while you're thinking about old guys eating your brains, then
Go ahead.
Who's to stop you?
And if it's just a diaper full of Bush's baked beans, you know what? Time and place for anything.
Share and share alike is what I say when it comes to diapers with baked beans. Who doesn't like baked beans? I mean, you can eat them, you can sit in them. What more do you want? You could probably use them as a movie prop for zombie brains, too.
No, that's only real calf brains.
Oh, okay, right.
Not adult cow brains, calf brains.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
They went for authenticity in this movie.
Now, Jackie, you're a fan of female nudity on screen. How'd this one work out for you?
Well,
Oh, yes?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came prepared.
at first, like the first shot that you see her boobs, you're like, oh, is there something wrong with her boobs?
I know you've seen Linnea Quigley's boobs before.
Probably should be able to draw them from memory by now.
Yeah. But then she gets all the way naked, and you're like, you know, if I looked like that, I would get naked and dance on a tombstone too.
Yeah. This is one of the most iconic scenes, I think, of this film because, like, holy shit, that chick is fully on naked. It's only until today that I realized she was wearing a fucking cod piece.
Or, yeah, I mean, it's more or less duct tape.
Yeah.
Crotch tape.
Yeah. Got to keep those lips together. Her lips are sealed, Justin. Oh, a good song from the 80s. But
She would have made it in the Navy in World War II.
Duck butter tape?
Nope.
Trying to think of a joke that goes with Loctite. You know, sealant.
Yeah, I know. I get, yeah.
Maybe she should put some cock in there.
I was, yeah. Well, dip. Just doing a little cocking in the downstairs plumbing. Not gonna hurt anybody.
I'm this many.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Ronnie, you don't have a terrible joke to contribute to the.
Don't, I'm sorry.
He's only got shit.
Yeah.
I only got shit. If we want to talk about poop, then I'm in.
Okay.
I'm going to put some poop in my vagina.
Yeah.
Ew.
All right, fine. You've done it. Alabama
no,
Hot Pocket.
we're-
There we go.
Oh my God.
Hey, you opened the door. I just walked through it.
Is that even a real thing?
Isn't that one called a frozen Klondike?
Wait, what? A Northern Klondike?
Frozen Klondike. Do you guys know that one?
Oh, no.
No, what's that?
It's when you like take a shit, put it in the freezer, and then get fucked by it.
What would you do for a Northern Klondike bar?
And
Oh.
get fucked you do.
Yep.
Yeah, you're fucked for life. Not that we're judging. If
Not
that's
that
your
we're
thing,
judging.
again,
Yeah.
who's to say?
Not judging.
Oh,
not
I am
judging.
judging that one. That is fucking gross.
All right, so back at the warehouse, Bert has arrived. And he wants to destroy all the evidence. He's like, I guess because he thinks that they're going to go to jail for doing this or something? Because they should have called the number and like, hey, we got your fucking barrels. Why destroy all the evidence instead of like, let's call the police now? We got some weird shit going on.
I think Bert's an asshole.
Oh, okay, Bert's an asshole. All
Yeah.
right, all
The
right.
other two are idiots, but Bert's just an. He's like, oh, this could cut into profits. Fuck.
Yeah, he's protecting his business.
Exactly.
His ethics need to be reviewed, you might say.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, this is the first appearance of. Actually, he was in the very beginning, but barely, and then he comes back, and now you're like, oh, really sort of introduced to Kluge-Luger.
Kluge-Luger? That's his name?
Yeah,
the actor's name?
Kluge-Luger, if you say it fast like that.
Kluge-Luger.
That's a great name.
That
It
is
is.
fantastic.
He's been a sidekick to Lee Marvin, John Wayne. He was a sidekick in The Virginian. This guy is sidekick guy.
Who are we going to get? Kluge-Luger.
Kluge-Luger. And they
Who
got
Kluge-Luger.
Kluge-Luger because Leslie Nielsen wanted too much money.
Yeah, and it just doesn't roll off the tongue like
Yeah.
Kluge-Luger. Try it, Jackie.
Kluge-Luger.
Nope, you fucked it
Oh,
up.
you
Yeah.
fucked it up.
Yeah.
I knew it. That's why I didn't say anything.
You can never be a casting director.
And I really like Kluge-Luger because he's like the foul James Stewart.
Yeah, right.
Like, I don't have your money at Jack's house because Jack's a fucking cocksucker.
I like to fucking shove a frozen Klondike in Jack's ass if I could. Yeah. So he's like, let's kill him. Haven't you seen the movie Night of the Living Dead? You destroy their brain. Let's just destroy their
Sure.
brain, and we'll put him back in the closet, and it'll be fine. The boys are freaking out. They're like, what the fuck? This is going to be intense. We got to open up this door. He makes Frank hold the pickaxe. Frank's is the hatchet man here.
Mm-hmm.
Pickaxe man. And they're going to pop this guy straight in the dome. Problem solved.
Yep.
Easy peasy. Doesn't go that well.
No. And this guy comes out hot.
Yeah, I like this guy. Weird naked zombie.
Oh, yeah. And he's yellow.
Yellow naked zombie. He's
He
pretty
looks
funny.
like Yellow Bastard from Sin City.
Yeah, kind of. Because he's bald and yellow and crazy
Bald and
looking.
yellow. That's all you need.
Right.
He doesn't seem to be as concerned with brains as he is just running around real fast and knocking people over.
He's like one of those kids that you take their diaper off and they just are like, "Wee, I'm free."
Yeah, exactly.
Balls are out.
Except
Wee.
he has jaundice.
Yeah, right. Might want to get your what is that? The pancreas that causes jaundice?
I have no idea.
Gallbladder. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Check.
I was born with jaundice, fun fact.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Huh.
Oh,
It's not so
fun
fun,
fact.
actually. It's a fact.
No. I don't remember, but I don't imagine it was too much fun.
It's like the sad story. Cue violins.
Yeah.
I ate poop in utero, so I should talk about that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
When I was born, my mom shoved a frozen turd in my ass.
Okay.
No.
This is like you've been given the golden ticket. Like this is such a happy piece of comedy for you. You're like, wow, frozen poop in a vagina. This is the greatest. I mean, I would have never thought of that. I gotta run around with this.
All right, I'll leave it alone, Sam.
You will not.
It doesn't have to be just in a vagina.
Right. Be in your ear,
Yeah.
in your knee pit. Knee pits are
In your
hot.
butt.
Or your butt. Yeah, well, it came out of your butt, so do you put it back in your butt? Seems
You
redundant.
can if you're into that.
Wouldn't that be sort of like a Northern Klondike reunion?
Frozen Klondike.
Frozen Klondike reunion. Yes.
I like Northern Klondike, though. That's fun,
Okay,
too.
we'll go with that, too. Isn't that what... never mind. We're not going to talk about Yumi and everyone we know, but... Anyway, so this guy comes running out. He's hot. He just runs straight at Bert. Bypasses everybody. Tackles Bert to the floor, and he's like, get him off me. And so they pull him off. And then Bert grabs the pickaxe and stabs him right in the back of the head, and it does nothing.
Nothing. This guy's just stuck to the ground, and he's
By his
still
face.
running at full speed.
Jackie, you had to have thought that this was funny.
I thought it was funny when he busts out of the freezer and attacks him and tackles him into all the skeletons.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is when I start realizing that this is not going to be one of those zombie movies that's total shit. Because I'm laughing at this point.
Right.
I'm actually enjoying the movie. There hasn't been anything gross that I'm like, oh, okay, that this is an okay looking zombie.
And then he gets his face stuck to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
literally got his head nailed to the floor, all Monty
Yeah.
Python. So it doesn't work. They've got a live zombie on their hands, and they're screaming and freaking out and trying to pin him down. And Bert's like, no problem. I don't know what to do. So he grabs a hacksaw and chops his fucking head off.
Mm-hmm.
And that does nothing but spring the zombie free from his
Yeah.
head pinning.
Now there's two of them. Got a little one and a big one.
And the headless one's just wandering around, bumping into shit, knocking stuff over. Which I think people or inanimate objects, or not inanimate objects, but cognizant objects wandering around and bumping into shit is probably the funniest thing you can do in comedy. Love it.
Yeah.
You should teach an improv class.
I shouldn't, because I stink.
All right, now put your head in your shirt and walk into shit until you fall over.
Oh, I would.
God, it's funny.
Just like, here, go down to the pier and then walk until you fall off. And I would be like, that's hilarious. He was eaten by
he
sharks.
died.
I couldn't have scripted that.
Don't script anything. Oh man, in this scene, the tight shots on all of their faces, you got to go back and watch it. They're all gold. It's all golden, amazing.
It's so hammy and just, like I say, over the top that it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Where am I at? Oh, so they're like, okay, well, that didn't work. We've only got one solution left. Let's take him across the street to the mortuary where my friend Ernie works. Wait, you're friends with Ernie and your name is Bert?
Huh.
I didn't catch that.
Oh, you're a little slow on the uptake today, huh?
Yeah.
That took me till the end of the movie to catch.
Yeah.
They're besties. And very similar character styles too. The Undertaker, I guess, Ernie has
Mortician.
Yeah, okay. He's got a crematorium, so they're gonna burn him up. They're gonna chop
Yeah.
him into bits and burn him up, and that'll be the end of it. We'll wipe our hands and go back to just sitting around and looking at nudie pictures on the walls.
Why not?
Yeah, no problems. And Ernie's a little skeptical about this whole thing. He's like, "What you got in the bags? Shark or something?" And they're like, "No, it's rabid weasels."
Rabid weasels. Got a whole truckload full of them.
Yeah, missed order.
Checks out. Everyone's got rabid weasels.
Yeah, it just happens sometimes. Yeah, I ordered them actually. I got them on Amazon. I don't know what I was going to do with them. They were bulk pricing discounts, so I had to buy a bunch.
I could swear it said unrabid.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out they were rabid.
Yeah. I can't read so good.
And they don't take returns.
No. My credit card company told me to go fuck myself. This story's getting a little elaborate, Bert.
Yeah.
Maybe we could wrap things up. Okay, they're zombies. It's a fucking chopped up zombie.
Fucking chopped up zombie.
I'm sorry. Okay. And they let an arm out of the bag, and it attacks Ernie. Hilariously.
And this is the first time you really kind of get to look, because when you first see Ernie, he's got a schmuck on and he's wearing bloody gloves and he's like draining a guy.
He's not eating a sandwich. I was shocked by that.
He was smoking a pipe though.
Yeah, all right.
And drinking coffee.
Listening to lovely music.
But you really get to look at what he's wearing the first time when the zombie grabs his leg. He goes to work in a velour jogging suit with an Old West gun belt and a Luger inside of it.
Ernie's my type of people.
Yes, I like him.
I would seek out that outfit and I would wear it.
Yeah. We can mention at this point, I guess, as well, that Ernie is most notably Polly from Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Not Weekend at Bernie's.
I hate those movies.
You seen Weekend at Bernie's, Ronnie?
Yes, I have. I don't like it.
No.
Oh.
It's unviewable.
Yeah, we tried to watch it. What did we get, like 15 minutes in?
I think
or
we got
10?
15, and I just wanted to punch them
We had
so
to turn
hard.
it off.
I got angry.
We didn't even get into the plot. They were just like being dorks on a roof, and we're like, nope, this is too stupid. Fuck
No,
it.
this is dumb.
I wanted to cause them physical harm. I hated them so much. Ugh. Yeah. I can't watch those movies because I lose my temper, and I do that thing where you run through a wall and it gives you that perfect cutout of your body, and then I just scream in the streets and say, "Fuck you, Jonathan Silverman." And then I guess I go back to
Being mad at other stuff.
being mad at other stuff like politics and stuff. But so Ernie's now convinced. All right, well, we got to burn these. Yeah, this is pretty fucked up shit right here. We're gonna burn it up all the way, and they do. But it causes a plume of the toxic gas smoke to go into the air, which then either causes a storm or there just happened to be a storm coming.
I think the storm is just coming.
It's just bad timing.
Bad luck.
Okay. And it rains the gas down onto the people's and Earth below.
Acid Rain, the naked lady, she doesn't like it.
Oh no,
doesn't.
she's still naked at this
Yeah.
point.
Why is she still naked at that point?
Because, well, Jackie, why is she still naked?
Because she's trying to get some wiener.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say because when you have a body like that.
I was going to say because it was in her contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, she's trying to get some wiener. I mean, she's over there rubbing that dude's suicide's crotch and,
And he's
shoving
like,
her
"Respect
boobs
the
up on him.
dead."
And he's like, have some respect for the dead. No dude is going to say that. He's going to be like, all right, over here by this headstone.
Yeah. Does she have to try very
I
hard?
don't think so.
I think it's go time is all she probably has to say, and because they've all seen her naked before. It's not like this is a surprise. Like, oh yeah, wow, okay, I didn't realize you had all that underneath your weird punk clothes. I wouldn't have slept with you before this point. No, they know what she's packing, and so anybody, Oh, anyways. So now the boys are really sick. Frank and Freddie. They're not doing real well.
No, they look bad.
Looking pretty bad, and they don't feel good. They got a tummy ache and their head hurts, and they're starting to get cold, and they got the chills, and they're stiffening up. And so Ernie's like, okay, well, I'll call an ambulance. Even though this sounds very similar to something I was just talking about to your boss. But the acid rain has caused the dead to start rising from their graves. Nothing?
They're coming out, well, yeah, they're...
No jokes?
How about I have noises?
Oh, okay.
Instead of jokes.
More brains.
More brains. I love that these zombies talk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They're-
that's my favorite part.
That the zombies talk instead of just being like,
Yeah, there's a part later on that I really love.
Okay. Well,
I don't want to jump ahead.
yeah, we'll
Okay.
get to you. I'll move as fast as I can because I'm excited to hear that.
Don't rush. Don't
All
rush.
right. And Wendy has gone like she's on her own. She's out looking for Freddy.
Yeah.
So she goes to the warehouse and she runs into this zombie downstairs who's the original zombie from the barrel, I think.
Barrel, yes.
Okay. He looks like Sid Haig. I like him. No? You don't get that, Sam?
I mean, they're both bald.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
And he's down there and he's like, he's the first one to talk. He says brains. Brains. Fresh brains. Living brains.
I think this is the hook the first time you see this movie.
The brains?
Yeah, I think that you're like thinking, you're still on the fence. You're like, okay, well, I guess the conventional zombie thing's sort of out the window, but this is still a zombie
There's
movie.
a lady with no clothes on
Yeah.
consistently.
And when this guy comes out, you're like, okay, now this shit's haywire. I'm in.
Yeah. Jackie, what'd you think of this zombie?
He looked like he fell into an oil drum.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have money for oil, so they just covered him in rancid pudding.
Goopy pudding.
Goopy.
It was so
Goopy.
gross. He was so gross.
He was gross. I think
Ugh.
he is. I think he's comedy gold.
He's comedy gold, but he is at the same time gross.
Yeah.
But this is also the scene that you kind of start figuring out they're not the normal zombies because he's,
Having a good old conversation.
well, not even that. He's just like rigging up so he can get the damn door open.
Yes.
Yeah, he knows how to use a come along. He's
Yeah,
great.
his pulley system is amazing.
Yeah. She traps herself in a closet and he uses tools to break her out.
Yeah, like
He's like the proto zombie.
in any zombie movie, she's safe.
Mm-hmm.
Not this one. He's like, oh yeah, what, I can't open a door. Jesus.
What do you think I am? Fucking stupid or
Yeah,
something?
exactly. What do you think? I work here? Have you seen the guys that work here?
Your boyfriend's a retard.
Yeah.
I've got a degree in shit. You know.
A degree in shit.
Yeah, I got a degree in shit. I'm like Ronnie Pascal.
He's a proctologist.
That's me, Dr. Proctologist in the house.
So the punks run in and fight this guy off of her, and before that, the leader gets chomped right in the brain by him. I love it. It's my favorite chomp of the whole movie. Is the suicide,
Yeah.
because when you're a zombie and you want fresh brains, and you only have a human mouth to work with, you usually cut away from zombies trying to chomp skulls because it looks stupid.
Yeah.
This movie does not make that mistake.
No.
It just shows this guy going like an apple.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Wait, this is the one where suicide gets eaten?
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Oh, it's so great.
Yeah, I was laughing my butt off. I don't think Jackie liked it.
I would have picked suicide as my first victim as well, and mostly because he didn't have like a bunch of hair. So you've been stuck in a drum the whole time, right? Do you really want to spend the next hour picking hair out of your teeth while you're trying to eat some delicious brains?
You just got to get some more brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta go for the calf brains.
Right?
This is a bacon cheeseburger for a zombie. The presentation is there.
All right, let's speaking of that, let's theorize some things about the zombie rules of this film. Do you think when you're a zombie, smarter brains are better or dumber brains? Or does it matter?
I think it's that there's not any hair on that one. Easy to get 2 brains.
Okay, all right. So Dullard has no influence on
Whatever
his...
is bigger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big. Oh, yeah. More.
I don't know what's bigger. Yeah, but
I don't know.
just
People
the
used to
most amount.
People used to say if your brain's smaller, it means you're smarter. I was like, what the fuck? No, that sounds dumb. You don't know.
You don't know. Small
Stop
brain.
judging me. I got a small head. Shut up.
It's weird looking too. I hate it. And then I'd run into the cloak closet and cry by myself. My brains are weird.
They don't even like me for my brains.
Nobody likes me because my brains are dumb looking.
I think this guy would like you for your brains.
I can find a friend
Yeah.
in Black Pudding Goo Man.
Yeah.
And he triggers you when he's like, more brains. And you're like, no, I have enough.
No, I don't need more. So the rest run out. They leave. They're like, fuck. We got to get out of here. And the EMTs show up at the mortuary. And they're taking readings of Frank and Freddie. They're like, these guys don't have any pulses. They're 70 freaking degrees. What's the deal? Can we have a word to ourselves? Let's walk over here. What do you think it is? I think they're fucking dead. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fucking dead too, man.
Sounds like they're dead.
I think they're dead. But how can they be laughing and talking? I've seen this before. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys are dead? I don't know the deal. Bye.
Yeah. What happened last time you saw this? I left.
Yeah, I just bailed, man.
Which is what we're doing now.
What am I supposed to do? Like give them some medicine, like Tylenol?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we going to do?
Okay, that guy right there, he's got a Old West gun belt and a Luger.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing a velour jogging suit. These two are weird. They're dying or dead. And this guy's obviously a dickhead, so we're just going to leave.
Yeah, and Monday Night Football's on in 30 minutes, so bail.
Yeah. Dan Marino.
All right, so the punks run back into the cemetery, and the dead are coming up. I don't know why they go back to the cemetery, but I guess they're just panicked or whatever. And they've only got so many sets to work with, probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
this is definitely a soundstage movie.
Yeah. And Trash gets munched. She gets eaten by old men.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't
They
like
weren't
it.
old guys, though. They were young guys.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe that's the difference.
And from the looks of it, later on, she didn't really get eaten.
Not really.
She seems to be completely intact.
Did they just lick her into a zombie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, mm-hmm.
Don't
Yeah.
judge fetishes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it's Louisville. You know the Colonel. Colonel Angus. Oh, no.
That sucks, Sam.
Well, shit.
How, do I have to get to
the deep
Kentucky
South.
Fried Chicken for your joke to work or something?
No.
Okay.
Colonel Sanders wouldn't have anything to do with that shit.
What's he into?
Planes.
Planes? He's into planes.
He likes trains.
Trains.
Just models, building ships, things like that.
Okay.
He's kind of
Automobiles.
too old to be interested.
That's not true. And in fact, we know this because I don't know if you know about this, Ronnie, but KFC is putting out a line of romance novels
What?
starring the Colonel.
Is this real?
This is real.
Huh.
Hot,
Huh.
tawdry stories a la shirtless Fabio books and throbbing fried chicken.
I wonder if they'll give the first one away. Like if you buy a family bucket, they'll give you the first one for free.
Yeah.
It's like crack.
You
Well,
get
Oh, man.
A bucket
Did you
of-
guys hear about the Netflix thing, though?
No, maybe.
Netflix is making strains of marijuana. So now I'm conflicted KFC or Netflix,
Wait,
or both.
What? Why?
Yeah, they're like basing them off of certain TV shows.
Why not?
And then like mailing it to you, like here's your joint and
I
a
don't-
copy of season 3 of Game of Thrones.
I don't know. I don't know how it works. I should look into it before I talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they have a monthly subscription, I'm in.
You can't.
Pot
We're
of the
in
month.
wrong state.
Yeah, we it's illegal. So no.
Not where I am.
We live in the 30s.
How about cheese of the month, Jackie? You want me to just sign you up for cheese of the month?
Why don't you just put me on prohibition?
Okay. So now you can't drink?
Never mind.
Yeah.
That
What-
joke just fell so
What's
flat.
that thing where women can't talk?
Oh, God damn it.
Can I put
We're
you
not, No,
on
we're
that?
not going to.
Oh, because
I'm sorry, what was that? Stab you in the eye?
Ah, yes.
Do you mean Trump's America?
oh, mic drop. Thanks, folks. He'll be here all week. Tip your waitress. Where the fuck are we in this movie?
We're at the point where they've split up the kid in the suit and the gal who's known for taking her clothes off and doesn't have gone into the medical supply place, and then the others have gone to the mortuary.
Okay, all right. And the EMTs go outside to go like call in or get the gurney. I think they're gonna take the boys to the hospital, but they get eaten by the zombies. Jackie really didn't like this because
Well, he just opened the fucking door and like jumped in. I wasn't expecting it.
no, it was, and then he munches his brains, and you were like,
Oh, that was
gross."
later, and that is gross when he's sucking the brains out of the head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was really well done.
like a head scone,
This one was
Yes.
okay, but
headsicle.
the one that Sam's talking about was like, ugh. And that was just when I got my sandwich like halfway.
You're the one eating a sandwich during a zombie movie. I mean, there's only...
I was hungry.
It's a self-inflicted wound.
Take some responsibility for yourself, you shameless bastard. All right, so Ernie is like, all right, well, we'll try to get in the ambulance and drive out of here, and it's a no-go, and because they're zombies, and he shoots them, and the phones are fucking dead inside, so they're pretty trapped. But they decide to board the place up because they're gonna like try to just wait it out or something. I don't know.
Right?
Wait, have we missed the best part about the ambulance?
I don't think so. I think that they're still...
Or is that coming up?
boarding it up, yeah. I think that,
Okay.
Oh yeah, so the zombies have done a good job with the EMTs, and they hear dispatch on the radio, and one walks over to the little handset, and is like, "Send more paramedics."
Yeah. Roger that.
You betcha.
Okay, yeah.
Who is this? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Go, boys.
Did he use code? No, but it sounded like a zombie asking for more brains to eat. I'm sending more.
We got to do whatever the magic voice on the other line says, right?
Yeah, that was like the best ambulance part.
Oh, I love
Oh,
that. Send more paramedics. Genius zombies. The zombies are smarter than the people in this film.
Absolutely. Except
By
Ernie.
far.
Ernie's sort of, he's not really smart, but he's kind of smart.
Maybe Ernie and a zombie in a chess tournament could be the sequel. See, let's put this to rest.
No, I don't know.
Who's smarter? Okay. And Freddy's starting to get rigor mortis. He's starting to really stiffen up, and they're like, "Oh man, he's close to going. We don't know what to do about him." And more EMTs arrive, and they get tackled. Oh man, they get fucking dive tackled.
I laughed my ass off at this
lost
one.
shit. EMT got tackled.
Yeah, that was a good wrap up.
It was a good stunt.
It was a very good tackle on the second EMT.
I believe that was J.J. Watt.
Yes,
That was
it
JJ Watt. Ugh. Guy's hurting. It's 300 pounds of not
Handsome.
your business. What?
Oh, yeah, J.J. Watt is
right.
so handsome.
There we go.
I can't make a J.J. Watt zombie joke. I just can't put it together. Damn it. There's
Yeah.
got to be something.
There's something. I don't know what it is, though.
JJ Brains?
No,
What?
I don't think so.
That sucks.
What's you eating?
Oh, see, that's why he's the comedian.
There we go.
And he's embarrassed about that one.
Now you're on our level.
I will not tweet that one later.
Welcome to the show, Ronnie. So they nabbed the top half of one. A lady who gets, like, they chop her in half or something. They've got the torso. She takes down one of the other punk guys who doesn't really even have any lines in this film. He's like a red shirt kind of. Like, who's that
he
guy?
is.
Hey, he's fucking dead. Whatever. And they have a conversation, a little convo. Let's have a powwow here, Miss Zombie.
Yeah.
What's your deal?
Yeah.
She's like, I like brains. Well, why?
Uh-huh.
Because the pain
Mm-hmm.
of being dead.
Then Ernie, who's smarter than most, is like, yep. Looks like it hurts to be dead.
So she's
This
gotta-
was my favorite part of the movie, very honestly.
That when Ernie gets to the bottom of it.
Yeah. Just the monologuing zombie is like the funniest thing in the entire world to me.
Oh, she was hilarious. There's a part
Yeah.
later where she just starts going, brains, brains, brains,
Yeah.
brains.
I personally like that her spinal cord was just kind of hopping around.
Yeah, this is a great prop.
Yeah.
Or animatronic.
They brought in Henson people for this.
Yeah, I think
There
she's
was like 2 or 3 people dealing with her at that point
yeah,
in terms of like animatronics.
Yeah.
yeah. The hands moved, her head moved, and the spine moved, and none of like sometimes when you do this effect, you put an actual person in like a sleeve up through the table, and so their head can move. This is all 100% animatronics.
Yeah.
Her face, mouth, she looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, I love practical effects.
They're great.
Thank you, 1980s. Don't do CGI, people. Practical is just the way to go.
Except for the lawnmower man. Going inside the internet was awesome.
Oh, yeah, that looks great, man.
I haven't revisited it.
No,
I
it
bet
looks
it's
like shit.
worse than Johnny Mnemonic.
So now that they've figured out the mystery, I guess they can do stuff.
I think that's what happens. Is Bert's like, yep, got to the bottom of it, and everybody's like, great, Ernie.
Does it matter?
Now what?
Nope, sure doesn't. We're still fucked.
Square one, bud. Square one.
Oh, now I guess we can sympathize with them a little bit. We're not going to be
Exactly.
so mad about them eating our brains. Like, well, at least it makes you feel better.
Yeah, I understand, but you're trying to kill me. I guess we're at an impasse.
We'll share brains, and then we'll both be dead and both in pain. You suck, zombie. Though outside, Trash has finally reanimated. She is now naked white zombie.
Yeah.
Still hot.
So hot.
Still hot.
Yep. Still looking good.
I was into it.
I was excited that her boobs were back. I'm not gonna lie.
The bum that spots her, he's also pretty excited for about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But when she's walking towards him, that's when her codpiece, her triangle tape, starts coming off. And if you watch, it starts to like pucker up on one side. It was an almost beaver accident there. A beef slip.
Looks like I'm going to have to watch this film for the 16th time.
16th time, yeah.
Because that's what I was focused on when she was walking. I was like, it's going to fall off. I just know it.
Because that's how dumb our world has gotten. Like, I'm going to go in and watch a movie and fast forward to a point where it almost shows beef when I've got the entire internet. Like,
Exactly. Like,
but I almost saw it, dude.
I almost saw it.
Yeah, it's the internet.
Hey, I watched all of Teen Wolf once just to see the wiener at the
That's 100% true. You did do that.
end.
And you
More
paused
than I
it.
could say I have.
Yeah, but there is. You're like, wow, how about that? That guy put his wiener in the movie and nobody caught it. Nice.
Yeah, it's a total dick.
Yep.
All right. So they decide to lock the boys away because they're about to churn. And so they're going to put them in the chapel. And Tina's like the girlfriend. She's like, no, I'm going to stay with him. I love him. Leave me here. So they're like, okay.
Stupid kids.
She's going out with him, so she's an idiot.
Yeah, right.
He's an idiot. She's an idiot. Frank's an idiot.
Everybody's an idiot. And the police show up to look for the EMTs outside. But they all get it. They're dead. Send more cops.
Yep.
You got it, mister.
Yeah.
Would you like us to stop for donuts on the way? No, just get brains. Brains, you say? Where can I get them? From dead people. Got it. Will do.
Busting them in.
This would be a great way. Never mind. I'm going to stop right there.
Oh.
Is it anything to do with a frozen dike or Klondike?
Frozen dyke.
Brr. It's chilly, and I really want to have sex with another woman.
Oh, wow. That's something. I thought you were talking about, like, the dikes that held back water.
Oh, it's like
Aw.
then that's like good if it's frozen, because then the water's frozen too.
Who's to say?
Can't do anything about it then.
You're really not going to tell your gross out joke? You let all the rest of us do it?
Mm-mm.
That is something.
Nope. Okay, I'm going to say it, but then you have to edit it out.
Probably not.
Probably not
Probably
going
not.
to. No.
So, like, honestly, when they find out that there's, like, a zombie problem, they really should have just bust up all the undesirables and then just taken them down there
The
and been like,
deplorables.
yeah, free sandwiches, get off the bus.
Yeah, Kentucky voted like 20% for Hillary Clinton. The rest was all Trump. So I guess they got plenty to choose from.
Second time we're going to Trump's America. All right.
Welcome to Trump's America.
Just kidding, Kentucky fans. I think we have like 2.
Really?
Yeah, we're not popular in Kentucky.
Well, fuck those people then.
Oh,
Except for our
that's the
2
way-
fans.
Except for
Those
the 2.
people are cool.
You know who you are.
Multiply.
I like it when people say, "You know who you are." Yeah, I do.
Yep, me. Here I am.
Wait, no, I don't. Who am I? Fuck you.
I'm trying to find myself, guys.
Yeah, I gotta take a swim in Lake Me. I just
Oh my
I hurt,
God.
I hurt Sam's feelings with that one.
Yeah, that one's no good.
So Freddy has gone all zombie back in the chapel, and he's chasing Tina around. He's like, "Brains, give me your brains!" And the guys run in and bonk him. They bonk him a bunch of times with like hammers and mallets and like,
Lead pipe.
yeah, Freddy's pretty. He's got to be pretty smushed head.
He's unhappy.
Yeah, but it's not enough. So he douses his face in acid.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Doesn't work.
Blinds him though.
Does not work.
And this is the first time that I realized that the back of Freddy's jacket says, fuck you.
Does it really? I didn't notice that either.
It does.
It's awesome.
That is fantastic.
But they had to make a separate one for TV.
Oh.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, it just says something like TV jacket or something like that.
Oh, brother. Frank, meanwhile, has just bailed. Like, he's taken the opportunity with all these guys distracted to just sneak out of the chapel to do who knows what by himself. I like his face when he does it, though. He's like,
Do-do-do. Sneaky zombie.
So they get him locked away again, Freddy. And Bert and Spider are like, we got to get out of here. We're going to make a break for the car. We'll go get it, come back, pick you guys up, and then we'll all bail. But they try, and it fails, because the zombies are just piling on top of the car now. And
But
so
they did make it to the car, though.
They did. And they drive off, and the zombies are fucking everywhere now. And they crash into the warehouse, and inside find the nerd dude and the other punk girl that doesn't take her clothes off.
Yeah. Her name's Jules Sharon, and she's in all those Caged Heat movies, so I'm
really?
just not really sure why she was wearing clothes in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the zombies should have ripped her shirt off.
That's what they should do in every zombie movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just rip off all the clothes.
I wanted to see some balls. I would not have been opposed to that. They should have ripped Sergio's pants off all the way and just have just one leg. And I've been like, well, they're old balls, but they're in the movie. I'm in.
Sergio. Show me your
Sergio's
testes.
balls.
Show me those balls, boys.
Oh, Jack, you are so strange. God bless your heart. Tina and Ernie go into the attic. They crawl into the attic, and they're hiding from Freddy because he's climbed his way out. He just really wants to eat Tina's brains. And Frank, damn that Frank, what a good guy. He's gone into the crematorium, and he takes his wedding ring off, and he's like, I'm sorry. And he dives in. It's very dramatic, and I love it. Frank's death.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's like slow music, like he's
crying a little.
yeah, but he's doing the right thing.
Uh-huh.
He's a very noble zombie.
Yeah. Frank's awesome.
And he like kisses his wedding ring. I'm gonna miss you, Martha.
Yeah.
And then he hangs it up so it doesn't melt.
Sorry, I won't be coming home tonight. And tons of cops arrive, and they all get it. Like, not even a chance.
Well, the zombie cops get him into I think what's called buffet formation.
Oh, yeah.
Because they've got the flashlights and they're wanding him in a line.
Uh-huh. Buffet formation. All right, boys, moving to buffet formation. We don't know what this is going on here, but we brought brains and
Just stick your heads out of the windows. It'll go faster that way.
and just keep your foot on the gas, moving at about 2, so we can just all get a taste of you as you go down
Yeah.
a buffet parade.
Put the one in the back in drive and let off the brake. That's fast enough.
The chopper's in the air. Oh, we got a real live situation down there. Let's put it up a quarantine. And Bert's like, oh, we got to call out there and get word out that we're in here so we can get through the quarantine. There's a phone down in the basement. And they're like, no, you can't go down in the basement because Black Pudding zombie's still down there. He's like, don't worry about that. I got a plan for that, which involves just taking a baseball bat and lopping his head off with it.
Yep.
Super slam.
Good plan.
It is a good play.
Why haven't you been doing this the whole time?
Yeah, where's this been, Slugger?
Louisville.
Oh, mic drop.
So they go down and call the police captain outside, and he's like, well, what's the problem? Oh, we'll get you out. Oh, wait, hold on, I can't hear you. Because the zombies have just overrun the barricade. So now the police barricade has been destroyed. There's no containment. Shit's going to hell. And he calls the number on the barrel finally. He's like, oh, well, I guess it's finally a fucking emergency. Mm-hmm. Oof. And they patch him through to the Colonel Glover. And Colonel Glover's been looking for these barrels for a long-ass time. Because it's I guess it was his watch where they went missing.
Oh, who's to say?
Yeah. But he's got a plan. It's like, how many people? How big of an area?
Sure.
Where at? Louisville? Okay.
What do you think he's writing down?
He's just drawing pictures of dicks.
Yeah, that's what I think,
too. Huge veiny dicks exploding onto Louisville.
He's actually not even doing that. He's just, like, got his back turned and he's like, I hate my wife. Because he's such a dick to his wife every time you see him.
This guy is an asshole.
He's really an asshole.
Yeah.
The wife, though, in this scene, if you watch her, she looks like he just got the most delicious dessert in the world. And she's standing back there going, God, is he going to eat it all? I really want some of that. Like, she looks hungry.
Yeah. Maybe he's just not feeding her that delicious lamb chops from earlier.
Lamb chops. I had them for lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a plan, and that plan is to nuke Louisville. He shoots a fucking missile out there. Kind of small damage for a nuclear bomb, because it only blows up 20 blocks and kills 4,000 people.
Yeah.
So contained a little bit. Not bad. Good numbers, I guess, if you're gonna put a quota on human life to contain a zombie outbreak. It's not the worst,
No.
I guess. I don't want to make a statement. No, I'm not going to go there. But,
No.
Afghanistan.
Please.
Welcome to Trump's America.
I don't even know if Ronnie's here anymore. I think he's just got a button like with one of those ducks that touches buttons like Homer's
I
office.
made a soundboard.
Yeah, soundboard. Welcome to Trump's America. But it rains to put out the fire. Well, it doesn't rain to put out the fires, but they're like, oh, it's cool. Don't worry about the fires. It's fucking raining.
Yep.
Not good. So there's going to be a whole bigger zombie outbreak.
Yep.
'Cause now it's raining on a bunch of exploded people.
Sequel.
Yeah. Credits.
It was a great setup to part 2.
Yeah, I like that. The whole, yeah, it's a good one. There's your foot movie. What's your questions? Jackie, let's start with you.
It's a very scientific question. I think Ronnie will probably have the answer to this.
The answer is poop.
Yes. So this movie was not realistic.
Oh.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Number one. When rigor mortis was setting in, those two dudes should have shit their pants already. Death rattle poops.
It is about poop. She is correct.
Where was that in this film?
Yeah.
And have
More
you
poop.
researched it yet, Ronnie?
I haven't.
How do you know they didn't?
Because, I don't know, they would not have been hugging him and shit. They would have been like, oh my God, you smell terrible.
You've heard of runner's trots? These are the trots of the living dead.
Is Linnea Quigley's role, her nudie time, is this the highest percentage of, for a character? It's not like highest percentage of the whole film is a naked character, but she wears clothes for 5 minutes. And then the rest of the time, she's naked.
Yeah, I'm going to actually, there's a weird connection that I wrote in the blog. I wasn't going to talk about this at all. Toby Hooper was originally supposed to direct this.
Toby Hooper from such films as
Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Yeah, absolutely.
Poltergeist,
Right.
or so he was supposed to have directed that film. He left this film to do Life Force, and we remember what happens for the first
yes.
40 minutes of Life Force
Yeah,
is
that's right.
nothing but just a naked woman
Matilda
walking
May.
around. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of nudity right there too.
Same year.
Uh-huh.
I would say that Life Force is 2 to 3 times as much of the same woman naked as this is.
Yeah, but she's on screen the entire time. She eventually puts clothes on for about half the movie. Linnea Quigley showed up, took her clothes off, and then never put them back on
That's true.
for shooting. So I think she was. What's her shoot time? What are we thinking? Like 5 days, 6 days? She was on set.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
I bet they shot this thing in under 3 weeks.
I totally. And she's 5 of those days she didn't have any damn clothes on.
Nope.
Man, that's gotta. I mean, sure, if you got a great body, whatever, that's one thing. But you're naked all fucking day long. That's gotta kind of be like, man, seriously, I'm tired of being fucking naked.
And getting sprayed with water.
Yeah, getting sprayed with water and falling into mud and people piling on top of you and.
At the end of the day, you go, sure beats working.
Yep, that's true. She could be digging ditches. Ronnie, your turn.
My question is, what true story is this based on? I'm still very confused by that.
You know, the one when Louisville got nuked.
Louisville got blown up and it
Didn't
doesn't
it?
exist
Yeah.
anymore. InfoWars, come on.
I sat there confused the entire time.
It's
Don't remember this in my history books.
it is such a weird statement to make at the start of this film, other than its obvious ironic comedy, you know. But Jamie,
Do you think Frank's wife was sad? Or do you think she was inside of the blast radius?
Oh, 20 blocks?
yeah, she was, man.
He seems like one of those guys that lives close to home. Or
Yeah.
lives close to work, lives
Uh-huh.
close to home.
Yeah, she totally didn't make it. She doesn't even know. And now they're both. Well, she's a zombie and he's not because he got fried up like bacon. No, but she would have been because Frank's a hell of a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2, why this movie is not realistic.
Okay.
Number 2 in a series of how many, Jackie?
Until I'm done.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Rigor mortis,
Oh, again.
when it sets in,
There's pooping?
no,
Aw.
wouldn't he have a perma boner? So wouldn't them both be like, oh, my pants, my zipper's really cutting into my wiener.
Yeah, there's like, I feel so terrible. My dick has never looked so big. Jesus, I mean, look at this throbbing hard-on.
This is the best hard-on I've ever had.
Sure, it's not the right color, but man, it's huge.
It's only lukewarm. Room temperature boner. I don't know if temperature matters, but whatever. That's what I'm going with.
My boner's 70 degrees right now.
That's 70-degree boner.
Yeah.
If you had to eat calf brains as an extra on a film, or just in general, what's your dollar figure to eat calf brains? Jackie, starting with you because you're always the benchmark for these questions.
Is it just once?
Yes, just once. One time, you just got to eat like a couple spoonfuls of calf brains. How much do I have to pay you?
$2,000.
$2,000. I think that's a fair mark.
$2,000, yeah.
But more realistic than what you usually say, where you're like $72 billion.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna do it
You're not going to eat the calf brains.
because I know that they're paying the same. It's gonna be $600 whether you do it or not. Today's the day that I quit being an extra.
No. You got to give me a dollar figure. Money's no object.
$750.
$750. $150 raise. I like it. Ronnie, you?
I would undercut both of you big time. I've had stuff like that before. I would do it for just like $100 extra.
$100 extra. Well,
Yeah.
I have heard the cow brains are actually fan-fucking-tastic.
Huh.
Like, if you can grill them up a little bit and get over the thought that you're eating brains, they are one of the best things you could possibly eat in the world.
You don't get to grill it up, dude.
Right.
It has to be raw.
Well, you can eat it raw too. According to Andrew Zimmern from Bizarre Foods, he fucking loves brains. Can't get enough of them. However, with that in mind, There is no price tag. I could never get over it. It is something I've thought about it constantly. Could I ever eat brains? And the answer is no. I couldn't do it. I couldn't eat eyeballs and I couldn't eat brains ever.
They're actually surprisingly delicious.
Eyeballs?
No, brains.
Or
I've
brains.
never had eyeballs.
Okay, so where you say you've had brains? What's the story behind you eating some brains?
I didn't know what barbacoa was, and it's cow brain, I believe,
Yes,
right?
yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and I ordered that at a restaurant once. And I was like, I thought it was just beef, and I had barbacoa tacos. It was like delicious.
On
barbacoa
a scale
tacos is
of
the answer.
on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give your brain taco?
7.5 to an 8.
7.5 to
Wow.
an 8. Okay,
It's a very good taco.
it's a very good taco. Yeah, yeah.
But I've also had grasshopper tacos before, so I don't
Ooh.
know if I'm the expert on this.
Ooh,
I would eat grasshopper tacos.
I
That
think I
sounds
would
good.
eat. Yeah, I do eat grasshopper taco. I'll eat bugs. I have no problem. I eat bugs.
But the bugs have brains. You'd be eating brains.
Yeah,
They
but
had brains.
they're like goo brains.
Tiny brains.
But they're like goo brains.
Huh.
Crunchy brains.
All brains are pretty gooey.
Yeah, but they're all like the whole animal is brain essentially because it's just like this one massive goo organ.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Your knowledge of biology is skeptical.
All right, I'll eat bug brains. There you go.
There you go.
Bug brain. Is the loss of Frank and Freddie on their first day together one of the great tragedies of all time? Like their friendship, if they hadn't cracked into that barrel, just imagine what they could have gotten involved in.
Yeah, that could have been a sitcom. Those two dickheads at the goofball warehouse.
Is it called Those Two Dickheads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an HBO sitcom.
Those two dickheads. Starring Alan
Starring
Thicke.
Frank and Freddie.
Alan Thicke and Tim Fudd. Whatever that guy's name is. Alan Fudd. Jesus. They're like
Louis.
Thelma and Louise.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
I fucking love these two guys. God. What a terrible missed opportunity for them to have just one of the most blossoming friendships ever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sam, keep an eye out for.
Well, what's your favorite line?
Let's start with the guest. Ronnie, what's your favorite line of the whole movie?
My favorite line of the whole movie in the beginning, Suicide is like, "What do you think? This is a costume? It's a way of life."
Don't try to hump me. I'm making a social statement.
Yeah, respect the dead.
Yeah, get off of me, you crazy trollop. That's a good one. Jackie?
Send more paramedics.
It's hilarious. Sam?
I can smell your brain.
I know you're up there, Tina.
Yeah.
I can smell your brain. Same scene for me is I love you so much, and you should let me eat your brain. Oh man, Freddy, you're a great zombie, Freddy. You're a total dickbag. Final recommendations on this film. I'll make it easy. I love this movie. Totally go for it. Sam,
Yep, I've seen it 5-6 times now.
Jackie.
Even though it's a zombie movie, I will give Ronnie this one. It was pretty fucking funny,
Thank you.
and I say do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was the hard convert. Ronnie, I'm assuming you're gonna give it a do.
Oh yeah, do it up.
Nice. Yeah, I loved it. That's 4 do's. That's one of the rare quadruple do's.
Yeah, apparently it doesn't break the rule. Everybody that's seen it still likes it.
It's a doo-doo.
Yeah.
Double doo-doo.
All of Ronnie and the shit show.
Double doo-doo is why I'm here.
Ronnie, where can people find you, and where can people find the shit show : the Poopcast?
Well, the best place to find everything is on Twitter at RONNYPASCALE, Ronnie Pascal, and shit show is SHTT show, because I could not get shit show.
Huh. Somebody
Ugh,
else is brave enough to
stupid
do
Twitter.
it. Yeah, stupid Twitter.
Twitter.
And people can subscribe to the shit show on iTunes and.
I'm not there yet. Right
okay.
now it's all on SoundCloud.
Okay.
Until I get this thing situated a little bit, but it'll be on iTunes soon. But the first episode is still on SoundCloud.
Okay.
At Shit Show.
And we'll have links to all your stuff in our show notes, so people can click through to that as well. So go to our website at stinkermadness.com to find out more about another website and another podcast. I don't know. I guess that's just what you do on the internet.
You
is
just
click
dive
stuff.
deeper until you end up at 4chan, and then you horribly regret every move you made.
Nothing is ever the same.
Yep.
I've done that once and will never do it again.
Ronnie, it was awesome to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
One thing we like to do with all of our guests is have them take us out with our catch line, get to the chopper. So can you give us your best get to the chopper?
You want it in Arnold voice or just like my voice?
You can
However
do
you want.
Most people choose the Arnold,
Most
but you
people
can
go
do whatever
Arnold.
you like.
I will try Arnold. Get to the chopper.
Awesome. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Get to the chopper.
No, you don't get to say it.
Get to the chopper.
No.
Get to the chopper.
Oh.
Visit us at www.stinkermadness.com. Follow Stinker Madness on Twitter at Stinker Madness. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Thank you for listening, and get to the chopper.